Last year, my sister and I stumbled across something very strange. What started as just a fun rabbit hole into some strange poetry that we found turned into a series of strange items, one leading to the next. It started with this very old dictionary, which led us to some poetry, which led to a mysterious, very eerie painting, which led to secret codes, and finally, a set of coordinates. It just keeps getting weirder. And I've been sharing these videos with you to get you caught up on everything that we found. You are 2 videos deep, and I've been reading your comments to see what are you making of all this? Because we still don't know what to make of all this. Is there a deeper meaning behind the poetry and the imagery? Are they connected? Is there a true story behind them of something that has taken place? Or is it metaphorical? We need your help to figure this out. So recently my sister and I sat down and shot an episode of Office Hours, which is my show where I sit down and read comments, among other things. And you guys had a lot to say about the things we were coming across, and we had a lot to say about what you had to say. So what I'm doing is I'm splitting that video in 2. In this video, I'm just gonna be showing you us reading your comments about this mystery and comparing your theories with ours. And then I'll put all the other stuff that we shot in another video that you'll see later. This is bizarre, and we need your help, we need your input to solve the most bizarre string of unanswerable questions that I have ever come across. Are you brave enough? I don't know if I am, but here's the footage.
Things are getting deep, and people have some ideas. Okay, Philip said, it looks like we found ourselves a mystery. Things have taken a turn, haven't they? It feels as though your channel has suddenly become a found footage documentary with an inordinate amount of Skittles product placement. Becoming clear why you've been so excited to reach this point. This is highly intriguing. Yeah, this is the most interesting subject matter that I've ever had for a video. Casey says, I may be listening to too many crime podcasts, but 1216 sounds like some kind of confession. I want to reread that. Where is that? Here we go. Here we go. 1216 by Terrence Post. She said, it sounds like a confession. The world renounce at 1216. The nights are long at 1216. The walls announce at 1216. The whispered song at 1216. A crimson mark at 1216. The count begins at 1216. The sky is dark at 1216. You let me in at 1216. Okay, so she's reading it as if this is something that already happened. That's a lot more comforting, because I was reading it as a future event.
Right?
You let me in? I don't like that.
Well, that's creepy, because you're thinking like this is stuff gonna happen in the future. And it was talking about the raven, like you have to let the raven out, and then the raven's dead.
Yeah.
And it's like, has this happened or has this not happened?
What's worse, if it's talking about an unknown mysterious future event, or if it's straight up telling you that a murder already happened?
I guess it already happened. That way we know we're not getting murdered.
That's true. That way we know it's not us. Okay, I'm going to the werewolf one.
I thought the thumbnail was very out of character for you.
The AI imagery. We'll get into that. Philip was not happy about it.
I wasn't either, but I didn't want to say anything, so I was like, what if he likes it? But I thought it was extremely out of character for you.
Alyssa Tudor says, reminds me of a Hardy Boys LOL, excellent video. I agree. It's very Hardy Boys-esque. Well, I keep saying that, but in hindsight, I don't know if Hardy Boys actually... I don't think the original Hardy Boys books actually had a lot of like spooky and riddly type stuff. It's more like the games. The Nancy Drew video games, Hardy Boys video games tend to lean more towards that stuff. But that's what I associate it with, and I'm not the only one. This is like... me, Casey, and Alyssa have all said this. Casey said, you're literally living Hardy Boys obsessed 15-year-old me's dream. That crow really went, you summoned me?
Right?
He did. He just shows up.
The only thing that could have been creepier about that is if it were to start squalling.
So Casey actually, after she commented, then she starts texting me.
I love Casey.
She wanted to know, she's getting very into this. She wanted to know what mountain it was, so I told her what mountain it is. She said, my theories are coming from a mindset of listening to too many crime podcasts, lol. 2 are either the author is the raven trying to escape from something, or he's the long-armed werewolf boy and the raven represents someone who is or was trying to run from him.
That's a cool idea.
Interesting. I had not thought about the the poet being the werewolf.
That'd be a cool idea if he's like grieving. Because the raven dies later in the poems.
Yeah. Oh. Wait.
So I wonder if they had like a fight or something.
Well, is the poet the murderer from 1216 and then the raven is the victim?
I hope not.
This is getting real weird.
You let me in at 1216. So whether that's the werewolf or the raven.
I see where she says it. I see why she's saying it sounds like a confession, because you would say what day and time this happened.
But we don't have a day. We just have 1216.
We don't have a day.
Or is that a date?
A date.
And not a time.
December 16th.
Yeah, December 16th.
No, because it says at.
Yeah.
Okay, back to Casey's comment. But the treasure hunt theory is good too. They certainly left a lot of interesting clues. I still think 1216 sounds like either a confession about something that happened to the author or something they witnessed. So maybe they were the poet was a third party to the murder or whatever it was.
Are we sure it's a murder though?
I don't know.
It would make
I just
sense.
know it says the Crimson Mark. And then we have another poem that says the raven is dead. The raven lies dead.
Crimson Mark makes me think of the thing behind the werewolf's head.
The what?
The thing in the painting, the thing behind the head that I said looks like a moon.
Is it crimson or is it more orange?
It's like a rust color, I thought.
Rust? It's in the... Can you get it from my bedroom?
Yeah.
It's in the prop against the wall. I'll let you hold it up. You can hold it up over there. Maybe you shouldn't, because your light's all green. Don't bump the camera. Okay. Here it is, and well, now I can't see it. Is it red?
Well, now it looks pink. I think it's the green light or something.
It does look pink. I guess it's red. It's either a transparent red or just pink.
I thought it was more orange than it looks now.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Maybe I'm just thinking that because I said it looked like a Doctor Strange whirly thing.
Oh, yeah. And I said it looks like a moon, so I was thinking.
Oh, yeah. Like a harvest moon type thing.
Yeah. Like, I said blood moon, I think. We had a blood moon not long ago.
What's the difference between a blood moon and a harvest moon?
I think a harvest moon is like yellowy and blood moon is more of like a really deep red color.
Blood moon is a nickname that refers to the moon's reddish appearance during a total lunar eclipse. The moon takes on several shades of red, orange, and yellow.
Did we miss something? Did something happen?
Oh, because we just had a blood moon?
Yeah, we like just had one.
Well, again, all this is like a decade or so old.
Yeah.
So I doubt it.
We're probably not going to find any. If it was a murder, what were we going to find? Bones?
If we missed something, we really missed it.
Right.
We missed it like we meant it. Jasper says, I'm only halfway through the video, so maybe you already thought of it, but maybe the holes in the paper is Morse code. He was pretty close. I had that theory as well. Mm-hmm. But it turned out to be binary.
Yeah, I read all his comments.
I'm going to cut Jasper's other comment from the video because he's spot on. And you're going to see that in this next video. Jasper figured something out about that painting that we figured out in the next video.
I was texting like as soon as I read the comment, like he got it like immediately.
He's all over it.
He figured it out like quicker than we did.
We're going to need Jasper's help with this because he's a genius.
He watched us talk about it and then he had the answer and it took us like forever.
Yeah, we didn't figure it out.
out.
We did not figure it out until later on. Okay.
Until it was obvious, we didn't figure it out.
Yeah, until it was obvious. Even then, we almost missed it.
Right.
Okay. This is you. I have also decided that if the picnic table area was cursed with sadness, then we wouldn't have Skittles. You can't be sad whilst tasting the rainbow.
We need to hang up like Skittles posters or something.
I had thought about decorating my office in like candy branding type artwork.
That would be a cool idea.
And I have some gum wrappers in there, some Airheads bubble gum wrappers that come in like 3 different cool colors, and I was gonna like make artwork out of them, but see, now I'm leaning towards the dark academia type look. And
or do the candy here and then do that in your next house.
Okay, maybe. Can we mix dark academia and candy? Can we call it, we'll create a new aesthetic called Wonka's Study.
Is there, I like that. Is there a certain type of candy we have to use for it?
No, anything colorful. Philip says, have I ever told you that Skittles are my favorite candy? Is that why you're here?
Is that the entire point?
Is that why you watch? Don't really care about all these other products, but I can never get enough Skittles. Except green apple. I refuse to eat green apple Skittles. I rejoiced when they switched back to lime.
He needs to try the freeze-dried ones.
Oh yeah.
They're so good.
Okay, Philip, Try the freeze-dried Skittles. Film yourself trying them. I'll put it in a video. Anyway, forget the candy. That painting is the real interesting thing here. Like, I was picking up on some of the themes and ideas in the poems, though admittedly I'm not very poetic, so I wasn't getting that much out of it. But that painting provides a lot clearer look of what this post person was thinking. The wolf has to be some kind of symbol. It might represent inescapable fear. But I feel like there's got to be more to it when it's straight up referred to as fear incarnate in the poem. Yeah, that's eerie stuff. But even beyond the metaphysical, there is a code within this painting. Like, what? I didn't think that happened in real life. I can't believe they figured all this out. They found the coordinates, transcribed that to binary, transcribed that into dots, put those dots into a painting, and then made a mysterious and thought-provoking painting around those dots. Unbelievable.
That's what I said. Like, who put in this much effort?
It's a lot of effort.
A lot of effort.
That's what I'm still trying to figure out.
Like, it can't be a prank or something, because nobody's gonna put in that much effort. Unless they're also YouTubers or something.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a weird conflict there, because I mean, we see this all the time in movies, we see it all the time in video games and stories,
right?
But in real life there's a conflict there. Why would you hide something but also leave a trail that leads to it, create a trail that leads to it, but also make that trail really hard to follow? It doesn't make any sense. Why would you do both of those things?
Yeah. The
moment those coordinates showed up on screen, I was flabbergasted. That was the moment where it sunk in that this is actually something.
Like, we're not just playing around with random stuff we found that we thought was cool. It's like, oh, yeah. Wait.
I thought we were just making mountains out of molehills, you know? We're just taking something mildly interesting and
making it more interesting.
Making it more interesting to make a video.
Having a little game out of it.
And then when the coordinates showed up, that's when it's like, I can't even begin to imagine what's out there. At this point, I half expect you to show up to a cliff face with a raven symbol emblazoned on it.
That would have been cool. I wish.
Next video, you will find out. Next video. Seriously, dude, it's really great that you're chronicling this with your videos, but this is the stuff of myths. Just don't forget, follow the raven. Yeah.
Also, those are called freeze pops.
What do you call them? Popsicles?
They're popsicles. They're not freeze pops. Also, I found out they're called popsicles because you're supposed to hold both ends and then snap it in the middle, and then you have two.
No. That's one of those things people put on TikTok to make you think they found a life hack, and it's not actually a life hack. It's just a thing you could do.
But is it a thing? Is it the reason?
The top.
What's the point for popsicles?
The ends of them are jagged so that you can open them at the end.
That's true.
Or maybe it's because you push it up the tube and it pops out.
That's true.
Yeah.
That makes more sense.
Philip is right though. This is, I don't know what else to call it other than the adventure of a lifetime. It's, you don't get to experience this kind of thing in real life very often. And I am really glad that we're documenting. We're documenting this. We're not going to forget. Half the stuff we
got on camera was like impressive that we even got on camera, like the raven.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like we can't stage that.
We should have cameras running 24/7.